Yes, you're watching the South Australian Sports Show. You know, Baz, I've always been fascinated how people want to make predictions at the start of the year.
Yep.
So when you coach, for whatever reason, I don't know why, you tend to keep stuff. And then at the end of the year, you review it and you get rid of the stuff that's no good. So I've managed to continue to do that. So this is game on. This is game on. So this is the footy preview that comes out before the season starts in the Advertiser for 2018.
Yep.
So I just want to run through this with you. These are the experts that we're led to believe.
Yep.
Andrew Capel.
Yes.
Michelangelo Rucci.
Yep.
Richard Earl.
Yep.
Kane Corns. Mark Bickley. Warren Treadray. Graham Corns. Malcolm Blight. Dwayne Russell. Reece Humphrey. And Jesper Feldsdorf. Now, their top 8 predictions for the year. Other than Studley, got to hold Studley, he picked West Coast to be in the top 8. No one else.
No one else did.
So West Coast, he's the only one. Wait, it gets better. Out of these experts, none of them picked Collingwood to be in the top 8. So the team that played in the grand final, other than Studley, who had West Coast in at 7th.
At 7th. Who was 8th?
Melbourne.
Oh, okay. Right.
Nothing.
So
does it say predictions that you shouldn't go for it, or the people that we put trust in as expert might not be?
Well, if you go through there further and have a look at the Brownlow, it is. I don't think Mitchell got a Guernsey.
He did not get a Guernsey. No, the majority of them were Dusty
and
Bontempelli and Dangerfield were the big three. The one that's even probably a little bit funnier is who they think was going to finish first. It was even funny.
Who's going to win the flag?
Well, Reece Humphreys had Adelaide. Dwayne Russell had Port Adelaide sitting for premiers. GWS for Blighty. Sydney for Cornsey. Richmond for Warren Treadray. Adelaide for Bickley. Melbourne for Corns, Kane Corns. Richard Earl went Adelaide. Rucci went Sydney. And Andrew Capel went Adelaide.
Wow.
So they didn't even play in the grand final.
They made the 8.
No.
They made the 8.
No. But I know we want to be biased in our own state and we want the Crows to be there. But, you know, if you're a betting man, you go, well, I'll get this at the start of the year. I'll go with these experts. I'll put a bit of money down. Well, my advice for you next year, don't do it.
It's got to be difficult, though, doesn't it?
It's impossible. You can't do it.
That's exactly right. If you pick the premiership side there and the Brownlow medalist,
you'd be a genius.
Then it'd be a fluke.
It would be absolutely right.
It's a fluke.
Absolutely right.
You've got to take into account injuries, form loss, a million things.
You know, but some of these people too, over the course of the year, have been fairly savage on some of the players that have played this year.
Yes, they have.
All I'm saying as an extension of that is that you got that one wrong as well.
Yeah, got it extremely
so you might want to be careful. If people keep these articles, at some stage they might come back and go, you know what, here's an article that you wrote about Damien Hardwick, Caroline Wilson. Here's an article that you wrote about Nathan Buckley. You might want to just be careful what you write about people. Anyway.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? That's really interesting.
Mate, you're a mad golfer. The Ryder Cup. What did you make of the Ryder Cup?
Mate, I think it was 2000, I'm not sure, 2012 maybe, Medina, when they played at Medina, was the greatest sports television that I've ever seen.
Wow.
Of any sport, anywhere. When Europe made this massive comeback on the last day in the 12 singles, to win was some of the greatest sport I've ever seen. This one, I couldn't wait for. Like a lot of golfers, you can't wait for the Ryder Cup. Ryder Cup's the pinnacle. Ryder Cup's way up there. America blew it.
Because?
Just blew it. Well,
where did they blow it? At the selection table?
At the selection table, right, spot on, right at selection, where it's been played in France, so Europe's home ground. They prepare a course and pick the team to play that course. So it's not a long course. So the big hitting Americans, Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, all these massive hitters.
Not necessarily the right ones.
That's right, because the course is not long. The course is also narrow, so you have to be precise with your irons. So the Europeans pick terrific iron players, blokes who hit the ball straight. Francesco Molinari and these guys who hit the ball dead straight. Because you have to. Because if you miss, if you saw any of the game, if you miss the fairway,
it's a critical miss.
It's tough. It's tough to get up and down and whatever. So America go and pick. One of their captains picked was Phil Mickelson. Now, Phil Mickelson's been a fantastic player, but Phil Mickelson is a player that likes to shape the ball all over the place. And It does not suit that course.
It's going to go straight.
They've got 1 million players in America, good young players,
Yep.
that they should have picked for that and as captain's picks, because had they done their homework on the course, they would have thought, wow, Phil, Bubba Watson is another one. Don't pick them. You leave them home.
Yep.
The unfortunate part about the Ryder Cup is, as far as selection goes, is as you play the year, points accrue. If you're in the top 8,
Yes.
at a certain period, then you're an automatic selection.
Okay.
So you've got to remember, these guys are playing in America.
So they
They're playing in Europe.
might have to review the selection
Well,
process. Yep.
either that or your captain's pick, because Phil Mickelson was a captain's pick.
Yes.
And it was a poor one, where you got a kid like Xander Schauffele, and the people out there who follow the PGA Tour will know who I'm talking about, who's a young gun, who's had a fantastic year, straight hitter. He would have been first on the plane if I was picking, because they have 8 certain starters and then 4 captain's picks.
Yep.
So the captain gets Phil Smythe, boom, 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 boom.
He can pick who he likes. Yep.
Now, that's where the error was made, in those captain's picks. You picked the wrong blokes, mate.
Hey, mate, while we're on captain's pick, what do you make of AFL captain's run? You know, the day before we go and they have the captain's
ever seen
run.
one?
Yes. Have you seen? You've
Yeah,
obviously
I've seen a
them.
million of
What do
them.
you make of them? Why do they call it the captain's run?
Well, because
I mean,
really, that's all that's there, is the
Yeah,
captain
just
and
the
the team, and they just have a run around and a kick.
Yeah.
I think it's more cobwebs and whatever, but no one does anything.
No.
There's no drills or
No.
it's just run around, have a kick, have a shot for goal. They all do it.
I
All the teams do it.
I find it amazing.
Well, mate, it's on the
Do you
program.
think it's amazing or not?
I've always thought that, because people say I'm coming down because the captain's runs at Adelaide Oval in the morning.
Yep.
I say I'll get there really quick.
Because it'll be quick.
Because you make sure you're there for the start.
Speaking of quick, mate, we have to quickly exit the building because our time's up, mate.
Is it really?
So,
Are they winding us up here?
No, they are, mate. They get like that. Hope you've enjoyed the show, everybody. We look forward to your company next week. Bye, everyone.